that place, but now I'm running a new race. Came out from the other side of the wormhole I've been floating through, and I feel alive. Commentary on my life up to this point in time, and now I'm on the rise. Safe, do a single swim. My finances are running thin. Keep going out like this, and then I'll have to call it quits. Chase, well I need someone who lifts me like the rising sun. Brave, now I come to spark. I guess it's time that I should start. Came out from the other side of the wormhole I've been floating.
Starting to have another one of those moments where I sort of question everything. How am I here? All of the mistakes that led up to this moment. Every zig when I could zag. Somehow it just feels perfect. It just feels like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Bonjour. It just feels like this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing at this very moment in time. Taking it all in. And I don't have much, you know. If I had much, I probably wouldn't be right here. Maybe I'd be on a fucking yacht somewhere or doing luxurious, superficial expectations and shallow people. And I have to question, how do I end up with such good fortune all the time? I never seem to be without, no matter what happens. And I think it's the want for not much. I'm quite happy with having a shower with a bottle of water with my attachment spraying on me with a bar of soap. I'm quite happy to sleep on a patch of grass if I need to. I'm also super grateful for a bed and a warm shower. I'm really grateful. I honestly think of those moments while they're happening and appreciate. Bonjour. And really appreciate those moments. And I think when you're a person who's able to give, that could just be, it doesn't have to be something physical, it could be simple bit of advice, a listening ear, unwavering eye contact, and letting someone know you're present. Bonjour. Those things are received very well by the external. And I just think the universe responds very well to giving. Like, I've done some experiments of hiding money in the past. The next day I find items that are worth. The next day I find items on the floor that are worth 10 times the amount of what I hid. And it's so strange that it happens like that. It's almost like I feel like I'm being observed, like I'm being watched. I mean, right now, if you're listening to this, you're watching me. But yeah, I just never seem to be without. You know, you need some water, water comes along, and everything seems to work out when you don't worry. But the more that you worry, it's like the world collapses in on you, cripples you, and that's when you start having to ring up, oh, help me, you know, making a plea for help. But if you're just all right with all of your possessions in a backpack, heading in a direction that you don't even know, but you're all right with that, it all just seems to work out. And last night I had a little moment of a slump. I think my dopamine was a little bit depleted yesterday. You know, I've seen so many beautiful things, had experiences with people, with strangers, and we're no longer strangers. It's all very intense, you know. And at the time of it happening, it's a high. But where there's every high, there's got to be a low. So I had a bit of a slump yesterday, and I just decided to roll out my tarpaulin on the floor, put out my camping mat, and just sleep under the stars. And then I was just thinking of everything I'm grateful for. Oh, there's a shower block there. Oh, you know. Oh, I want a shower. I've used my bottle today. Anyway, I started to think of everything that I'm grateful for. I started to speak it out loud, actually. There's no one around, so I didn't need to give a shit about that. But I started to speak about all the experiences that I was grateful for during this trip, for every mistake that led me to this point. And suddenly everything was okay again. My stress levels were down. I felt like a weight was off my shoulders. And for that reason, I think sometimes you can speak out loud and it will be received even if there's no one there. Bonjour. Even if there's no one there. So I'm on the way to Vienna now. It'll be something like just under 30 kilometers. If I was on a normal bike, it might take me an hour-ish, give or take. But I'm on this janky thing, rickety, Sex Appeal 963. So it's probably going to take me a couple hours, innit? Once I get to Vienna, I'm going to look around. They have an old Roman amphitheatre. Were they bullets? Yo, that's bullets. Mad. Yeah, there's the old Roman amphitheatre. That's what it's best known for, I believe, that city or town. But it's just south of Lyon. And then advised by the couple I met a few days ago, they told me to get a train from there because there's not much to sightsee between Vienna and Lyon other than industrial things. And yeah, I reckon that would lower my mood, seeing all industrial bollocks. So look at that, the speed difference. He's got to be going at least 4 times the speed of me. But yeah, I'm going to hop on the train into Lyon so I can kind of spend some time around Vienna, a couple hours perhaps, and then get into Lyon at a decent time. I'll check into a hotel or a hostel tonight. I was fucking snoring a lot last night. I woke myself up snoring. I don't normally snore, but I think my hay fever's kicking in, affecting my respiratory system. So I was debating on the hostel. I don't want to be the person that upsets everyone else. I live with Reese Boy, and he fucking snores. And when I hear it when we go on holiday together, fuck me, I almost want to kill him. And he wakes up like, oh yeah, how was your sleep? Oh mate, I was thinking about murder last night. I love you, Reese. You bastard. But to give a bit about my life in the last few years, for anyone that doesn't really know me or knows me but doesn't know too much, time for some vulnerability. So around 6 months ago I left my job. I haven't worked since. I've done bits and bobs to keep money flowing. Don't get me wrong, not being a dosser, you know, we've got to keep it flowing. But I haven't been strictly clocking in and clocking out on the normal working routine. I'm not interested. I've decided I'm not fucking interested anymore. It does give. It allows me to have nice things and whatnot, but it doesn't give enough. The time that you're allowed off each year. Every time I get a flight and I'm experiencing things like this, I have to return. If I don't return, then I get a disciplinary. You know, there's no room for error or lateness. Or I thought I'd have a bash at giving life a different go, so I started a supplement business, which is in like the preliminary stages. It's also why I'm doing this trip. It's somewhat of a business trip where I'm going to advertise my supplements for sale for anyone that wants to get involved and support what I'm doing. I'm not asking for donations. You actually get something in return. And it's healthy. It's for your health. So it aligns with me as a person, rather than delivering furniture, doing carpentry, having to breathe in all the fucking wood, in a conflict about my love for trees, at the same time having to use trees to build some rich fuckers wardrobe or whatever they want, furniture, it doesn't matter. I was always in conflict with it. And I was good at carpentry, I still am, but yeah, it just wasn't filling my soul. I was empty. My soul was not fulfilled, and when my alarm's going off at 4 o'clock in the morning to go and do another man's work, and the sound of that alarm is traumatizing me every day. But you just do it anyway because that's what society says. You know, oh yeah, he's a working man, he's a hard worker, yeah, good on him, woo. And people love that, to be known as a hard worker, while depleting their own health. Their immune system's becoming fucked because they're not sleeping correctly, and they don't have any energy to do any exercise by the time they get home because they put in the overtime, feeling that's what they should do. I just decided, no, I'm not doing it. Now, it would be a different story if I had children and a woman, although I'd like to think the woman would support me no matter what in my decisions, because she knows I've got it. I'll get it in no matter what. But I don't have children, so I do have the autonomy of almost doing as I wish at the moment. It's I'm the only one it impacts, positively or negatively. So I decided, yeah, I'm checking out, I'm doing my own thing. If I didn't, and I got to 60 years old, 70 years old, and I was just a good hard worker my whole life, and that's all I could say about myself, I may as well fucking kill myself there and then, innit? To be honest. What kind of a fucking title is your job title? Like, oh yeah, he was really good at job. But a fucking cunt when he got home because he was miserable, overweight. You know, I'm not saying that's everyone. Maybe your job, you've aligned with what you want, it's a passion for you, you find it easy, it's easy for you to roll out of bed, and if that is you, then more life, more power to you. But for me, my soul was screaming, not even whispering, it was screaming at me. There was certain things happening by pure chance when I went away. I would miss flights, or my phone would break right on the time when I needed to catch a train back to the airport or something like that. So now I no longer have Google Maps or even my fucking boarding pass. So there was like multiple things happening, like the universe was speaking to me. Jack, leave the job. Go and pursue what you want to pursue. Roll the dice, try something new. And some of you might not believe in the universe speaking, but I do. And since listening to the universe, trusting my heart, asking my soul what it requires rather than my ego, it's got me to points like this, where this trip has to be the best one I've ever had. It's got to be. And I've traveled many places, met many people, sampled different foods, drank different drinks, jumped in different seas, lakes, rivers, mountains, all of it. But this one here, it's got to be number one because of the mistakes, because of the people that I've met, the scenery. You know, I think wine was discovered from a mistake, and I think yogurt was made from a mistake. And look at what they've done to the world and how successful they are. Bonjour. In fact, there's probably many a story of how a mistake has ended up being a success. So, roll the dice, guys. If those words impacted you in any way, roll the fucking dice. You get one life that we know of. Go for it. I've been playing a bit of a game these last few days of giving a stupid reaction to the serious bikers, you know, the ones in all the lycra, wearing all the plastic, and they got the helmets and all the gear, and then there's me with a solar panel on the front, bags on the back, bungee cords. And I'll give them a silly reaction like, salut. With some of the looks of, they're just not impressed. But for me, it provides me with a serious amount of enjoyment and humour in the moment. They're going that way, I'm going that way. We'll never see each other again, probably anyway. And they'll remember this bike, so let's give them an extra thing to remember. Yeah, I often like being a bit of a fucking joker, jester in public, with all these built up societal expectations of etiquette and how you should behave, what outfits you should wear, blah blah blah. You know how it is. What equipment you should get if you're riding a bike. Not into it, mate. So yeah, I think I'll just give them a silly reaction. I'll try and capture some. So, you know, when you get the blank expressions and the looks of like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Let's see how many what the fuck is this guy doings we can get in the next 30 minutes. Fuck yeah. Popping wheelies on an electric scooter. Good on you. She just gave me a little, I don't know what's going on, look. I think I'm going to show some on my bicep at some point. I'll squeeze my bicep intensely and see the reaction I can get. You got to do some things to keep yourself amused on the track. Alright, mate. Not amused. That's how long we got. Yeah. Here we go, look. This has got to be this one's definitely getting the bicep. He's getting the bicep. Bonjour. He doesn't know, they just don't know what to do. Look at this weird guy showing me his bicep. What are the reactions I'm doing the salutes. I'm giving the bicep pose. I'm going to think of some more poses. Bicep time. Salute! Nothing. They're the ones I'm on about, all the gear. They're like, no, we can't play games. We can't go against social etiquette. Look at us, we're wearing fucking Lycra. Oh, this is fun, look. We've got a few people down this stretch. Come on, let's have a bit of fun with it. Right, this motherfucker's definitely getting the bicep pose. See if I can get a bicep back. Salute! Yeah, he smiled at least. Come on, we're bringing joy now. We're bringing joy. Oh, just to confirm, this is Sober Jack. There's been no alcohol consumed. This is my character. I like to do random things in random places to give myself a little bit of humour. Thank you. Right, I can start getting the salute because he ain't wearing no gear. I reckon we can get something back. Salute. They're going away. What the fuck is that guy doing? Right, this motherfucker's definitely getting the bicep. We're in sweltering hot heat and they're running. I'm looking a little bit chubby, so you're getting the bicep. You absolute beast. Power. Nothing. Stone cold. Where's your... Right. Spontaneous. Power. Hey, we fucking got one back. We got a reaction. And a smile. Woohoo! Come on, let's get one. I'm feeling hopeful now. Salute! Oh, it's different people's mindsets, isn't it? Where they're at. He was probably thinking about what's for dinner tonight, or debating how he's going to apologise to his missus because he's a little bit late back from sitting on a bench. Right. Power! Got a smile. Power! I should probably find out what power is in French, shouldn't I? I think that's the next one. I'll keep with the salute. I'll give these a salute. Salute! Got a little giggle out of them. Pouvoir! I hope that's right. Pouvoir. So surely if I'm saying power, it makes sense. Someone was showing me their bicep and they said pouvoir at me. Pouvoir. I go, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Les Miserables. That's a mad thing. That massive flame. Wow, that is making some noise as well. You probably won't pick that up on the mic, but wow, that is noisy. It's roaring. Yeah, that is the only word to describe it, roaring. Two flames, just one is absolutely roaring. Pure power, pouvoir. Pouvoir. And to think that the price of gas is going up, these motherfuckers are just burning it like nothing. That is nuts. Wow! I got a laugh. Yeah, she knows. Salute! Yeah, come on, he said some other shit. Salute! Pretty sure all of this, I'll slow down a little bit. I think that's Japanese knotweed. It's an invasive species, hence the name Japanese. Pretty sure it's edible. Should do some more research, but I'm pretty sure it's edible. I want to say something similar to rhubarb or something, but I'll find out. If you see that clip, I was right. What do you know? Just another pull-up and dip bar. Okay. Right, sweaty hands. So, I'm not going for any extraordinary numbers. I do have both my bags on, front and back. See what we can do. Let's wipe my hands a little bit. Right. Oh, so sweaty. Bonjour. Oh yeah. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed in France, they're not that keen on public nudity. Now, this is perfect for a man like me. I get some alone time. Have a look at this. No one around. Salut. I think they actively avoid the man with his tits out. I've had one Moroccan dude pull up in his car, telling me to put my clothes on. I just stared at him, blank expression. And he even came back with a friend to confront me again to put some clothes on. Yeah, public nudity. Who would have known it'd be such a problem in the liberating place of France? It's probably video worthy, I think, along the route. I'll just stop for a bit, probably a solid hour. Sort of like to have myself a mid-ride break for an hour and just sit with my top off. Because at the minute, my arms are brown, red, brown, whatever you want to describe it as. Right, we're down there, are we? And trying to sort of even it out with the body, you know. So we're onwards to Vienne now. We're gonna go towards Vienne. That was where I was hoping I'd already be there, but you know, effort levels, fatigue. Sort of slept for around 12 hours. But the thing was, it was broken sleep, and you're waking up, you're cold, you're tossing, you're turning, you've got pins and needles in your arm because I'm sleeping on my fucking arm because my airbed's punctured. It's just the way things are, innit? Now, is it? So the sleep's not always the most quality, but at the same time, I am sleeping in the elements. So you do receive energy from that. Whether it's the cold or the fact I'm on the ground for the most part, touching the ground, cortisol levels are lower. It's got to be in it. Bonjour. Yeah, so the cortisol level's lower when you ground, because we're electric beings. We're full of electricity depending on your output levels. Bonjour. And what food you eat. If you eat oven food, beige food, you're not going to be full of electricity, but if you eat things from the earth, natural things, you're going to be full of electricity, and I can tell you I fucking am. Hence why I'm able to do this. But what happens is all day you build up cortisol and stuff, the stress levels from putting out the energy, and you have to release it. So sleeping in the elements, although it's broken sleep, I'm much closer to nature, which gives you energy. I don't know how the fuck he's wearing a woolly hat with long hair and a sweatshirt, because mate, I'm pretty much naked. Honestly, I've got 2 items of clothing on. I was just looking for a sign, and I think that bike is the sign of where to go. So yeah, I've had 12 hours of broken sleep here and there. It's kind of weird as well, because when you're in the cold and you're there like, oh fucking hell, what am I doing? You know that the sun's coming up in a few hours, and if you can nap for a couple hours in that, honestly, it does provide a lot of energy. Am I going the right fucking way? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't think it's that way. Just follow the cycle. Follow the little cycle, man. I think I'm coming into Vienna finally. I'm not going to lie, that last hour and a half's marked me off. All I've had is a tuna sandwich today. Some days I like to deplete the stores, let the body take what it's already got. So all the while I had a pear as well. I had a pear and a tuna sandwich, tuna baguette. Not the most nutritious of things, I suppose. So yeah, this last hour and a half's absolutely done me in. I am struggling physically. Mentally I'm hanging in there, because you've got to, ain't you? I've just been sort of thinking, well, keep going, and anytime I do anything physical, that's what I think. But yeah, I'm seriously struggling, actually. Dehydrated, sunburned, tired, fatigued in general, lack of sleep, all of it, hay fever. Just gotta keep on moving though. I want to reach Lyon by tonight, and I'm more than happy to catch a train from this spot. But I do want to do a little bit of sightseeing. We'll see how much I can see. I might just go and sit at a bar, consume some food and drink some beers, to be honest, and then go to Lyon and see what's what, but might be fucked. Ideally, the food and the drink will perk me up. I've been trying to listen to drum and bass to lift the spirits, but it's just not working. Oh, fresh breath of life. How about that? We'll do that instead. Come on, get me to Vienna. Oh, fucking godsend. Yo. Water. 3 kilometers left. Let's go. I'm going to give you a little hack here. Something that I carry around with me. That's not the original packaging. But I got some Celtic salt. The most mineral dense salt on earth. Hello, bonjour. Love that. The most mineral dense salt on earth, and this is going to replenish a lot of my electricity actually. As I sweat, I'm sweating out salt. If you cry, you cry out salt. That'll perk me up. And we'll mix that with a bit of water. Perfect hydration. Plus carrying around salt brings good luck. That's legit. Trust me on that. I can already say within minutes of having that salt and water, I feel so much better. Gosh. So much better. You know, I was splashing water on my face, all I could taste was salt, and I thought, yeah, I've absolutely depleted my sodium levels, but it's lucky that I just carry around a little pot of salt with me, innit? The most mineral rich salt on earth. Oh yeah. Prepared like that for such moments. So it's still a bonjour at the moment. I'm unsure of the transition between bonjour and a bonsoir. But yeah, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. Seems to be some musical commotion going on over there. Not that that's my kind of thing. I mean, music is, but not that. Ew. Right, we're coming into Vienna then, I think. It's got to be in it. Let's see what's what. I cannot begin to tell you the psychological and physical relief I'm experiencing right now, knowing that I'm back to something like this, where I can just nip into a supermarché, grab a couple of beers, sit in the sun over there somewhere on a bench, get the evil eye and the side eye from the folk because of public nudity, but fuck them. I'm a transient man. I do what I want. And then I'll just hop on a train to Lyon later. In an hour or two, depending on what the life has for me, because we never know. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the unknown. You just never know. You've got to go. Right, let's see what's what. First lift of the day. Bollocks. I wonder how many steps that is. Right, here we go. Oops. You bastard. Every time. every time. Thank you. Merci. Right. Thank you. She's looking at me crazy. Should have said big dog coming through. I just came through there, couldn't I? Right, let's go and get some last few bits of sun rays. Figure out a plan. Hi. I'm already enjoying the vibe of the place on arrival. On arrival, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Centre Ancient. Right. Impressive. Car behind me. Right, we need one with Le Soleil. He's looking at me funny. They all do. I love it. I feel like a woman on Instagram sticking a bum out. I love the attention. Oh, yeah. Let's go up here. Out my way, cripple. Yeah. Over there. On my own. Yeah, they're serving booze. We'll have a bit of that. One of my knees just buckled on me and I went to bend down. It's not a great sign. I'm thinking it's time to go for something new. IPA is always a good shout. Let's go one of each. Might pop in here to get some for the train. Well, I've arrived in Lyon after a major delay. Someone playing on the train tracks. Oh. The kind of things that's been happening. Right, stay with me. Stay with me. Oh. I actually hopped that train by accident. I paid for a train, cost €2, not realising that it departs from here. Thought I was selecting a station that gets to here. Anyway, this is Lyon, the third biggest city in France. And that smells real good. So I need to figure this one out. But I do fancy another beer, to be honest. Right, so we've got a 5-kilometre journey. On we go. I don't know if this means I can cross or not. Right, follow the locals, follow the locals. Don't get marked. Are we good? That smells so good. 10 o'clock. Back in a big city with a metro line. Now, from my knowledge of France, that generally means there'll be something going on tonight. So let's find out what's going on tonight. I already like the vibes. I'm not receiving any bad signals. Let's find out what's good. Out of the way, fucker. I'm going to do one stop off en route, 21-minute cycle to the apartment, although they've not replied to me. I've got no instructions of how to get in, and it's an entire apartment, so I've really got no clue. I just have to hope they're awake. I suppose I could give them a ring. Well, it already seems to me like there's more money around here as opposed to Marseille and Toulouse. You know, I'm seeing bigger buildings, bigger corporate buildings and whatnot, which is often what I don't like. I like character. But we can find out, can't we? We can surely find out. Oh yeah, look, there's money here. But we're looking for the character. Now, already I'm noticing there's more sort of impressive, look at the size of my dick, buildings everywhere. There's one up there with sort of pyramid on top. Look at that, air. We've got to go this way. Oh, is that a no entry? Might be doing something really bad. No, we're alright. Yeah, look at that one. Look at the size of my dick. That's what that says, isn't it? I'm gonna rob all your sunlight. And if you want sunlight, come and stay in the top floor. So maybe it's because it's something to do with the geographical location being closer to Switzerland. But this is certainly more developed than Marseille, from what I saw anyway. I liked the architecture within Marseille, and it still seemed to have somewhat of its integrity, although it was a lot of beggars. Red light. Just busting red lights. Fuck the red light. Are we going? Are we up here? We're up here, look. Yeah, so certainly more developed here. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out if it's a better city or not. I'm enjoying these cycle routes. It's been nice. I'm going to go to this for, well, at least going to get a bite and a refreshment beverage. Let's see what's what. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Well, the sign says they can't serve booze between 9 and 5. Why are we squeaking? You've not been squeaking at me all day. So they've obviously got a problem with booze. If you're not allowed to serve it between 9 and 5 in the morning. Sort of just trying to take it in right now. It's a big city. It's got that big city feel. So I think road beers are out of the question, aren't they? Damn. Love a road beer. So we're going to have to sit down. Now it is a Wednesday night, midweek. If I was back home, it'd be a ghost town in town. Only the degenerates would be out. Right, are we going? But there is people about. But they're all looking rather civilized. I want the rowdy bunch. I want the rowdy bunch. Where's the rowdy bunch at? Look at that building then, eh? That is a look at the size of my dick. Wow. Don't get marked. Don't get marked. I've witnessed a hit and run on this trip. Look at the fucking size of my dick on that building, eh? Lyon. Okay. Okay, Lyon. You know where you're at. I'm looking for the rowdy bunch and I hear laughter. How do I get down there then? I can hear rowdiness, that's what we like. Pulling up on the Sex Appeal 963. Ready to see what's what. Look at that then, eh? I think that's a picture for the Sex Appeal, innit? So this is a Wednesday night in Lyon. Yeah. I fucking love Europe. In the UK we just don't do it right, do we? You get judged for a night out on a Wednesday by most. Yeah, nice.